Is the housing market in Vancouver, Washington crashing now that interest rates have gone up? Hey, welcome back to the Living in Vancouver and Camas, Washington YouTube channel. I'm Hannah Dubyne. So excited you're here today, and please be sure to subscribe if you want to be the first to see our new videos and learn about all things living in Clark County. But today we are going to do something a little bit different than normal. I'm going to just do a quick housing report, housing update. We're going to dig into the data and the facts of what's happening right now. If you are keen on the market, you're probably seeing that we have more price reductions, that there's a little bit more inventory on the market, and that things are sitting for longer. Overall, this is bringing us back to normal, which is a good thing, but people, anytime there's a change, they hesitate, right? So we're gonna hop on my computer and I'm gonna screen share some awesome things with you.
Hello and welcome to my computer. Okay, like I said, we're gonna be going over a couple statistic, data-driven pieces here because I think that's important right now. So a couple things I wanna point out. I've got my market action report here. By the way, if you want a copy of this, please just let me know. Happy to send it to you. This is for all the data nerds out there. Look at all this good stuff. Number one thing we're seeing happening right now is our inventory is up. You might have heard a realtor say that and you don't know what the inventory is. Basically, it means available homes for sale. So over here, I'm highlighting it with my mouse so you can see it. 2022 column is what we're really looking at. In April, we had 0.6 months of inventory. That means it would take about half a month to sell through all the active available homes. That's 2 weeks. That's not long at all, okay? That's like nothing. 2 to 3 months is like more healthy. Okay, so then from April to June, we nearly tripled, actually directly from March to June, we tripled our amount of active inventory on the market. What that means is that there are 3 times as many options for buyers now. It also means that sellers have to be more competitive, but that's a good thing because it means we're coming back to more of a normal market. So we're really happy to see that. Another thing I want to bring to your attention is this graph right here. Love a good graph because it's easy to look at. For June, the data point for this June, red, is active residential listings, okay? See how it absolutely shot up from April to now? That's what I was just showing you on the table. This is the number of active homes for sale tripling in just 2 or 3 months, okay? You can see last year it was way down. And this is a good thing. We're coming back to something a little bit more normal. So we're really happy to see this. You can also see down here, though, that the new listings is pretty much the same as the last 3 years right here. So that means that the same number of new listings are coming on, but they're staying on the market longer. So now homes on the market for 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks, that's becoming more normal, and it doesn't mean that the home is cursed. This is a good thing. Pending home sales accordingly are down a little bit, which is also just fine. It means we're coming back to our normal market. And the only other thing I wanted to show you on this report was, hey, our average and median sale price. This chart only goes back to 2012, but you can see it has gone up pretty steadily over time with blips and dips here and there. But I mean, we're going to continue to see great growth here. So yeah, here's just another graphic of what I went over. What I really want to point out here is our inventory here is 3 times as much as it used to be just a few months ago. Let's pop over to this graph over here. Estimated home price performance for the next years. This is, what's the housing market going to do, right? I don't have the crystal ball. No one really does, so it's hard to guess exactly. But this is what economists are saying. Hey, in all of 2022, we're going to see about a 9% increase in price, then 2023, 4%, then 3%, 3%, 4%. Now we're on the West Coast in a metro area, so I would expect higher than this. This is a national average. So think more like 12, 13%, 5, 6%, 4%, that kind of thing. We're going to continue to see strong appreciation in our area. Another thing I've been getting questions about recently is, the recession, right? The recession's just right around the corner. There's no denying it. The stock market's showing it. That's fine. That's just a natural cycle of an economy. But just because there's a recession doesn't mean that there's going to be a housing recession or a housing crisis. Our recency bias tells us, looking at 2008, our last recession, that, hey, housing's going to hit the crapper. Well, good news, it's not going to, because our mortgages are stricter than ever. People have more equity than they've ever had, and there's still a shortage of homes. Those three things make it literally physically impossible for there to be another 2008 lending crisis like there was. It is not possible. I am going to tell you that right now. In fact, usually housing appreciates well during times of a recession. You can see that here. So just keep that in mind. Interest rates. This is my go-to gal's her lending website. Her name is Hannah too. Maybe you know her, Hannah Jensen. As of today, which is July 13th, 2022, interest rates are at about 5.4% for a 30-year fixed loan, which is what most people are getting. That's higher than it's been, but it's not anything incredibly out of the ordinary for what history has shown us. The other thing I just want you guys to keep into consideration is that, you want to buy when the time is right for you, right? You don't necessarily, don't try to time the market. Like, that's just my honest advice. Myself and my colleagues, we will continue to buy up homes as rentals and investments. But the reality is that home prices go up over time because they're an appreciating asset. You can see that on this graph here that's going back to 1960. See all that white? That's appreciation. See all that gray? That's depreciation, okay? That's downward value. The white is upward value. There is so much more white upward increase here than there is gray. So just keep that in mind. When people sit on the sidelines because they want to stay out of the gray, they want to stay out of the down part, what they end up doing is they miss a lot of the white. They miss a lot of that up part. If you just missed out, if you were not in the market for the last 2 years, you missed out on a tremendous amount of appreciation, and that hurts, right? That sucks. So for our forward outlook for the market here in Clark County, we still don't have enough homes for everyone. We're going to continue to see strong building in the area for many years to come, if we can even keep up with permits and everything. There's a lot of inbound moving. So if you go to howmoney.walks.com, you can see how much GDP is actually coming into our county. Our county is very strongly green, which means lots of people are moving here. I'm helping them every day, people like you. And there's strong job opportunities here. Our median income here is higher than that of the national average. So that's great. That means naturally that we're going to have continued housing appreciation. And we're close to a major West Coast metro, which also means, hey, we're probably going to have continued strong appreciation. So the note that I would end the video on would be overall, our market is going to continue to see strong growth. Buy a home, hold it for at least 4 to 5 years, and then we can level you up to something else. We can move you out. We can move you down, whatever you want to do. Hopefully this insight was helpful. If you want any of these resources, please let me know, and I will see you later.
Thanks so much for watching this video about the Clark County housing market here in summer of 2022. If you feel so inclined, sign up for my weekend newsletter, Weekend Happenings with Hannah, where I talk about fun things happening in the county every single weekend. I handwrite that email for you. And if you are thinking about moving to our area, please reach out to myself and my team at Dubyne Realty Group. We'd love to help you, whether you're moving here in 9 days, 90 days, or 9 years from now. Please email us, text us, DM me on Instagram at Hannah Dubyne, and I'll see you next week. Bye!